Hey, okay,
Hey
we're live
everyone.
now. So, how's everybody doing? I'm Aaron. This is Aaron's Comic Room with my guest host Jose and special guest Nat Ginandsomething. I don't know
Oh,
what you
how'd
want to
you
be called.
recognize me? I wore these so you wouldn't recognize me.
Oh, I recognize you.
Also, I mean, I do have my name down there, so.
Yeah, you do.
But,
But what do you like to go by? I don't know I didn't even know what to call
oh,
you in the title, or like oh, I'm here with Nat, or I'm here with like Ginandsomething, or
I mean, kind of whatever you feel is appropriate. I don't know. A lot of people mistakenly call me Gina because they see that, and especially on Instagram, it happens a lot.
well, you know that they're not drinkers then.
Yeah.
If they see Gina, they don't drink anything.
Yeah. But I always try to capitalize the first letter of each word just to try and help a little bit. But no, my first name is actually Natalie. So whatever people most people just shorten it to Nat, and so I'm used to that. But I like to double my T's just because.
Makes sense.
It
It's
looks cool
different.
that way.
I don't see anybody doing it that way. You're standing out.
Yeah.
I'm actually Aaron's for today. That's the first time I've used that.
I like it.
I don't know if you guys have ever seen Howl's Moving Castle.
No.
It's an anime movie. Okay, so that's where I got my name from. It's a really good movie. It's a really cute like little demon that I named myself after. So we usually start these off with like going through just very basically like how was your week? Is there anything crazy? Is there anything good? Anything notable throughout the week that you would like to share with us?
Do I have to go first?
Yeah, you're the guest.
Oh my goodness.
Guess first.
Gosh, what happened this week? I mean, we had a lot of stuff happen like in the house this week, but gosh, oh god, my cats are being jerks right now because I'm not paying attention to them, or I'm not available to pay attention to them.
Poor barbecue sauce and what's the other one's name?
Keanu Potato.
Yeah. Okay. I forgot him. I know barbecue sauce though. I can't forget that one.
Yeah, they're twin sister kitties, and the vet can't even tell them apart. But they tried to tell me cats don't have twins. I'm like, well, I mean, they look identical. Apart, though? Yeah, that's exactly what I said. I was like, can you tell me which one it is?
That's awesome.
So gosh, what happened this week? I started taking on the social media for my comic book shop. That's kind of the biggest thing. Like, it's been a thing that's been talked about, and now it's finally happening, and it's kind of crazy. Like, here's the login information. Have fun.
No, I've seen, it's been a joy over the past week, but you dressing up as Batman.
Oh.
I like it. I always see it as soon as I wake up. Like I'll roll over and then I'll see your Batman video and be like, well, this is what I'm waking up to.
When I was on the train, I think I was on the train on my way home from work yesterday. I saw your Batman video about the looking for his coffee. I just started cracking up.
So, I was just feeling it that morning. That was on Monday. No, that was Monday. Sorry, I did a different Batman video about no spoiling comics on Tuesday. But no, the coffee one was on Monday, and I ended up having that was my morning. I was super creative in the morning, got that done. My boyfriend was working upstairs the whole time. I was downstairs walking around, just saying all those Batman things, and he didn't say anything to me at all. Like, what are you doing? Because he can hear everything up there. Didn't question me at all.
He did
check on, huh?
He wasn't wondering who Alfred is or anything.
No, not at all.
Where's Alfred now? Like, who is your Alfred? Is it the cats? Are you just talking to the cats?
So
that's what I would do.
In the no spoilers video, I was Alfred off screen because I could do that voice. There was no Alfred voice in this video, but no, that was actually mainly I was just thinking about like, what do I shout to Corey when I'm looking for my coffee? Like, that's kind of like, did I leave it upstairs again? Don't let the cats get to it. Like I've left things in so many places.
If you leave open containers of any kind and you're a cat owner, you just kind of get in the habit of not doing that.
Oh, we're not allowed to have cups without lids in this house, just because of that.
Yes.
We've had massive water spills when we had a roommate previously because he never learned.
We can't even have soda cans because Bugman, we had like a 12-pack like downstairs. You know, you bring in the groceries, you know, you just set the 12-pack down. Well, we had left it there and like went upstairs and did something. Well, Bugman decided he would chew through the cardboard and into the can. And I came downstairs and there was a soda can like spraying all over.
Wow. That's crazy. Speaking of, you actually just reminded me, my boyfriend is going to be coming home most likely during the middle of all this with the groceries. So I'll just try to mute during that time. Hopefully it's not during a time I'm in the middle of telling you guys something.
It's fine. A little background noise.
That's fine.
Okay.
It's good.
Right.
It's good for the atmosphere, you know.
It's good character.
All right. You know what? It grounds us. It lets people know that we're human, that we're not like in any way, shape, or like we grocery shop. We put away our own groceries.
I bring my grocery bags in one at a time, you know.
We have to go out sometimes.
Yeah.
Not literally, but I'm human.
Yeah.
I was actually at the grocery store yesterday, and it's real funny that I say that because I don't grocery shop. The person that I live with works at a grocery store, so she brings home all the groceries, and you know, I'll just give her a list of what I need, and she'll bring it home. It's really convenient, actually, especially during the pandemic. So I haven't been to the grocery store in a year and a half, and I just went was it Monday? Yeah, I went on Monday. And honestly, I cannot tell you how much of a blast I had just going to the grocery store. It was just the most incredible thing I've done in the past year and a half, apparently.
So I'll tell you this, with my condition, it makes it really hard to go in grocery stores. Like they have some of the biggest triggers with like aisles, the patterns on the floor, and the lighting. However, recently I was able to go to a grocery store. Really awesome. Super excited that I drove myself there because I can drive in a car. I feel totally normal. I drove myself there and I get to drive around in the buggies. Ooh, so because like I'm not going to be able to get through a grocery store walking in any way. So at Sprouts, the grocery cart is like super sensitive and it's like, and I can take it turns real tight. And it's like, I'm almost kind of a race car driver in there, but I have to like, they really need to give me like a horn or something so I could like turning a corner. Like it's not nice to shout in the grocery store. People don't control their kids either. Those are hazards.
No, that's one thing I hate about. That's why I always go to grocery store at either after 11 p.m. or like really early in the morning, like before 7 or 6, because I cannot stand kids. And if you go to a grocery store in prime time, you're going to hear nothing but screaming.
I can't do it. I can't do it. No, bro. At Publix, though, their cart was super slow. And I was just like, no, because it's like the biggest store. And I was just like, but I just 5 things. It's just 5 things. And the cart's like, suffered through it. Just enjoyed it.
Cool. All right, Jose, you're next. How was your week?
Week was pretty good. One thing, my wife had been working at a really crappy job for the last, 5 years or so. And she put in her 2 weeks notice and today was her last day. So
yay!
It's a good weekend to celebrate.
Yeah, that's a good burden off your, like a weight off your shoulders. I know what that's like when the end of 2 weeks. I mean, the last job I quit, I couldn't even make it to the 2 weeks. Like I put in my 2 weeks and I couldn't even make it, so kudos to your wife for making it out.
Kudos to
situation.
Her. Yeah, kudos to her. And she did more than I would have done because I would have just kind of like quit. Just like not do anything this past within the past couple of days. But she worked to the end, so she did good.
Her.
Also, I think I showed you pictures, Erin, but my bird laid a couple eggs over the past week.
Oh yes, you said Ellie had laid.
Ellie had laid eggs. She's kind of like watching them right now. They're unfertilized, so there's nothing going to hatch. But it's just,
what kind of bird?
She's an Indian ringneck parrot.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, that's awesome that you got to see some eggs. Like, you're just like, oh crap, there's eggs now.
Yeah, I woke up like, oh, you have an egg there. And it was just one. Then a couple of days later, like, oh, you have another egg.
That's what I said when I saw the picture. Like, I was like, what? That looks like, it looks like an oversized golf ball, sort of, you know?
It does,
Oh,
yeah.
wow, that's
Like,
I used to live in a neighborhood that had wild chickens and roosters called Ybor here in Tampa. And just finding eggs in all kinds of places. They would lay them in God, our neighbors downstairs had a big container they kept dirt in for their cigarette butts, you know? So the chickens would end up, one of them would just sit in there and lay an egg and then just leave. Just be one egg. We would randomly
Just
find
leave
or
the
on
egg
like
there.
yeah, or on the patio furniture, I would randomly find an egg sitting there, like down on the front patio. Like, okay, like have to relocate it.
that's funny.
That's pretty funny.
Cool. So nothing bad. That's good. I unfortunately had a pretty bad week. I haven't really been too active on social media or anything, but I don't really want to get into all that. I'm just gonna chalk it up to men being shitty men, and we'll leave it at that. I haven't even made it to the LCS this week, guys. What am I doing? Like, I was gonna go today. I even told you, Nat, and I was gonna go today. I said I would take a nap, or I'm not gonna get to the LCS. I literally just took a nap and didn't wake up.
You know what? That's okay. I didn't
fine.
get to I don't go to my LCS on Wednesday unless he needed me to be there. But two, it's just it is a lot of people. So, and even Thursday sometimes can be a tad busy if it's like just like everybody didn't get to make it there on Wednesday if the weather was crappy here. So, comic burrito. Are you surprised?
Yeah, I'm not surprised by this comic burrito. I see this all the time in my feed, especially on Wednesdays. You know, people do their new comic book day posts, and oh my god, you guys are spending like $80-$90 a week. Like, it is literally ridiculous. Like,
this is what I got today. This is what I got today, and this is a big week. Like, this was big this week.
Okay, so we're gonna get to that. Okay, new comic book day. Since I don't have anything to show except my Something's Killing the Children 15, which I didn't get at the LCS. I actually pre-ordered this because I don't collect them in singles. I only get the covers I like. I'm trade waiting on these, but that's all I got today.
That's a good get, though. That's a really good get.
It is. It's pretty cool.
I like that cover a lot too.
So Nat, you go first. What did you get?
Okay, well, I definitely got that cover, so I'll show that. So,
Leaving Wisconsin. I like how it said. What's it say on the sign? It says, "Protect Wisconsin children." It's like a little stop sign. It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
I can only guess what's happening in the storyline right now.
It's always really interesting to try and look for the little details. Like, I wonder, is that her original backpack or is that somebody else's backpack? That's what I just look at these little things.
I don't know. I know she did have one though in the beginning.
Right. But now I want to go back and look what was her original backpack before I even open this now. You know, little things like that are just so interesting.
Yeah. Definitely.
Let's see. I'm not going to show you my number ones yet. I'll show you the poll list, like standards. So always, we've been waiting for this. Oh, Ice Cream Man. W. Maxwell Prince.
I like that cover.
If you can get both covers, is what I'm going to say.
Oh man. Why did you tell me? My LCS asked me, they messaged me and said, which one do you want? Cover A or B? And I was like, A is fine.
No. If you're on a budget, don't get both. But if you can get both, is all I'm saying.
I can get both, but it's not smart to.
No, I am not a variance buyer. I am not an AB buyer. I am you know what? Keep it to A's. If the owner wants to pick a different cover for me, that's cool too. I'm usually not picky. But this week, I was just like, whatever he picks, I'm just going to stick with because I can't choose. I really can't. And I want them both. But I'm on a budget. The other poll. Oh, man.
Which one is that?
Department of Truth.
I have not read any of that, and the first trade comes out this week. And it's actually coming in the mail. I pre-ordered the first trade.
Yeah, for sure.
So
I would strongly suggest it. I mean, it's a really good trade read, but you're probably gonna want to take breaks in between a
A
few of the
cover.
issues.
A cover. A cover for life.
Yeah,
A game.
it's so funny. Oops.
I've actually have like the first 3 or 4 issues of Department of Truth. I just haven't gotten around to reading them yet.
So I read them, and I will say this: I also loaned them to my future father-in-law, and his response to me after the first one, he was just like, "Is there a second?"
Wasn't that on Thanksgiving?
That was around Thanksgiving, yeah.
I remember that tweet. You tweeted about it. I remember that tweet, and I was like, "Yo, I'm gonna read this." That was the tweet that decided me to like pre-order the trade.
And then I think I sent, or I was gonna send issues 3 and 4 with my boyfriend when he went and had a safe visit with them, but I totally forgot to. So I'm thinking maybe I'll just get him the trade, get his father the trade. That's probably a good gift, right?
Yeah. It's
a great gift. Yeah,
hella cheap too. Like $10 for the first volume is like I love Image. I love Image for that.
That is so convenient. They do that. Yeah.
You know who else does really good pricing on trades? Is AWA Upshot. They are $9.99.
That's not bad. Yeah,
that is amazing trade. Like like Marvel and DC trades. Actually, DC trades are hella expensive. Like
they're like
the Joker War just came out and it was like $25.
I mean,
I'm curious. Do you get extras in those?
I think with the Joker War, because it's like not usually trades are like 6 issues. Joker War was like 8 to 12 issues plus a couple extra fill-ins.
It really depends.
So it depends.
Usually we'll get a forward. We'll get the story and any like bonus issue or like annual or anything in the trade, and then at the end you get like variant covers, maybe like character designs and a Q&A, maybe. I don't know. It depends on which trade it is, and like if you're ordering, like most of the Black Label trades for DC are really nice and well done, but like just the regular DC trades are just kind of like and then the Marvel trades are just like the bare minimum.
Marvel trades are really expensive because they're like $17 for a trade that's like 5 issues.
Yeah, it's the bare minimum.
Like just like,
do I have a Marvel trade offhand right now that I can show you how small it is?
Oh no, I have Unbeatable Squirrel Girl Marvel trades. Like I see, like it definitely varies.
5 issues. Yeah. This is Oz, by the way.
It looks like Comic Burrito has some something to say. I do have 3 more that I picked up. 2 that are on my polls and a number 1. Marvel trades are the worst, he says. Oh my goodness.
I normally only get DC hardcovers. If I'm buying it new, I'll get a DC hardcover. If I'm buying it used, I look for the paperback. Or the hardcover if I can get it.
When it comes to DC trades, I would suggest waiting because, sometimes they would release like, the trades right away, like the 5-issue story arc. But sometimes if you wait a year or 2, they'll combine a couple of the arcs into one trade for like $30. I think you
look at all this inconvenience with the big 2.
Yeah. Makes it so hard to follow them.
How do the big 2 stay in business?
Because they're the big
2.
They're the big 2. They can make you.
Somebody will buy it.
They can inconvenience you. Okay, they're allowed to. They're the big 2. I mean,
moving on. Let's you know how I feel about big 2.
Oh yeah.
Ninjas and Robots. This is from Keenspot. This is number 4. Yeah, number 4. What's really cool about this series is they have a really good artist team for whoever does their variants. They usually, I've seen at least like 3-4 variants for this, and they're all so good in different styles. And this is totally out of like left field, out of the ballpark for me. It's not in my standard realm of like what I would choose from indies. But I super enjoy the character style, not just the way they're written, but also the way it's illustrated. This is this? Yeah. This is the illustrations that you're going to find on the inside of here. A couple of the variants, very different. It's not going to be what you find on the inside. But this is like totally, like, I was just like, the very first cover, I was like, why is that so cool? Ninjas and robots? Nobody ever thought about that. They're always putting them against each other. Just let them be friends.
Oops, I enlarged myself. I didn't want to do that.
And then my last one for the polls is Black of Heart.
Black of Heart.
Comic Burrito knows that I'm going to tell them that I'm going to say this right now. They know. Oh, I wonder how they found out about Black of Heart. Just like they found out about Hotel. This bitch. But I will say this. Black of Heart I only found out because of Pulp716's Twitter. Yeah, look at those covers for Ninjas and Robots.
I really like this one.
They're really good.
Yeah.
It's really cool.
Like I could just look at those covers all day. I really could.
I was just looking at them and thought I would screen share it because they're so cool.
Good use of screen share.
Yes. Oh, I like this one.
Yes, that was I think that's this issue actually. There's been some really good and I don't think it's just offensively drawn in any way. I think it's very wonderfully drawn and like I mean even there it doesn't look like she's wearing much, but once you get into it you're just like heck yeah.
I haven't seen anything like over the top, you know.
Oh yes,
like as
that
far
is one
as,
thing
like,
about. Here's the one thing about Black of Hearts I want to say, and you got to put it on screen. Comic Burrito show tomorrow night, 10 o'clock. They're gonna have the author on.
Oh, nice. Maybe I'll make it. Maybe I'll make it to that show. I haven't been making it to the.
You should make it to the show. You want to make it to the show, I promise.
Look, Comic Burrito. Look,
you want the series, don't you?
Yes, I've been watching the show. It's just I'm never there when it's being recorded.
There we go. They just said it. I didn't want to say it, but they said it.
Oh, you know how I am with giveaways.
Go ahead. Oh. You got to get on there. You got.
I win it right up. I'll win it right up.
There you go. And then my number one, and I really, it is so hard to limit. So yeah, it is Source Point Press for the giveaway. Source Point Press really has had some good stuff coming out recently. Comic Burrito, maybe you know this. Source Point Press does a free comic book week, and it's really cool how they do it. Do you guys know about this?
No.
Okay. So what they do is for the whole week, or for like 5 days or something like that, they release like a batch of books, and you go in and you add them to your cart and you purchase them, so to speak. But all you're doing is that you're adding it to a building cart that by the end of that week, they'll ship the whole thing for one shipping cost. And that's it. They are all free.
Okay. I like this idea. Can you link this to me whenever it's happening?
Yeah.
Make sure to tell me when it's happening.
Yes,
not sure if they'll do it this year.
Hey,
oh, boo-hoo.
This is sauce being sauce. No, don't you walk on those comic books. She's going to do it.
I have to step off screen for you guys can't see me off screen in the reflection or anything, can you?
No, we can't. No.
I remember last time I did that, you guys could see me in a reflection somehow.
I told you that, yeah.
Where was that? That was when I was on the Comic Burrito show.
Yes, it was.
Yeah, it was. Oh man, I remember that.
It was so funny.
Yeah, I was just like off screen and like we could see everything.
Hey, I did want to show you. This is like one random thing I found at my comic book shop, Rocco's Modern Life #1.
Oh, nice.
This is I think this is a variant though, because I picked up 2 #1s and the other one was different, and I let my sister pick which one she wanted. So, because I love to give her random things, and I gave her a figment of your imagination, like the Disney comic book. And then I gave her this one. It's like random childhood stuff.
Nice.
It's so fun finding those things, though.
It is. It's like a little, it's like a little piece of gold, and a little diamond and a bead of,
That's
dust.
why I like going to different LCSs too.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Comic Burrito, I didn't know that was maybe it was like a one-time thing, but hopefully they'll do it again this year. If they do, I'll make sure I tell you.
Jose's this way.
I'm this way.
It doesn't feel like you're this way because when I'm looking this way, I don't see you. But anyway, your turn. New comic book day. What do you got?
I've got a lot, actually. I'm not going to go over all of them. There's one that I thought I picked up today that I don't see in my stack. It might be in my bag still. It is Nuclear Family by Stephanie Phillips, and I forgot who the artist is.
Yeah.
No, I wanted that.
Hey, my shop has it. I'm gonna put one aside for myself.
Ship it to me.
Because I do know I have one. It might be in my bag.
Go ahead.
But so that's one I'm looking forward to. Another one is like the same one that everyone else got. Something's Killing the Children. Crossover 4. I don't know if you guys have been reading Crossover.
Not a who is that? Donny Cates, right?
Donny Cates, yeah.
Yeah, it's Donny Cates.
Yeah. Not a Donny Cates fan. But
I unfortunately am.
I saw the massive amount of variants this week, right?
Yeah, I remember, I think it wasn't for this issue. I think it was for the last issue. The manager at my LCS was kind of complaining about how Crossover for issue 3 had like surprise variants. And like people, and like instead of getting like all of cover A, they got like half of cover A, and whatever else was supposed to be cover A were like the surprise variants.
Oh, wow.
And he doesn't like that because his shop is really big for speculators to go in and just to pick up everything, and you know. So
that's next week.
I gotta pay more attention to when the surprise. Is there like a secret underground comic website with that whenever a surprise variant is spotted, like it's posted, like spotted?
I wish there were. That would be awesome.
Yeah.
Comic Burrito, start that on your Discord. We could have them do it, or you could put that on yours, Aaron.
My Discord? I'm never even on my own Discord.
I'm in like 3 different groups on Discord. I never go on.
I'm in the Comic Burrito Discord too. I'm more in that one more than I am in my own. But okay, so you guys are talking about Donny Cates and Crossover and all the variant covers, and I got sidetracked in my own little head because I noticed that there were like 20 Walking Dead covers coming out next week. Yeah. And I was just like,
there were 5 this week, weren't there?
I'm kind of confused by like, no, there's second print variants this coming week, I think.
I don't follow Walking Dead. Sorry.
The Walking Dead 6 second print variants. There's like 12 of them coming out, and I'm just sitting here scratching my head like, why? Are people buying that? Is it popular? Is it as popular as it was? I don't know. Anyway, Jose, you can continue your
Monstrous. I don't know if you guys have ever read Monstrous before.
First volume.
A lot of people recommend it, but I feel like that's up there with the oh, now I can't remember it name. Not Saga. It's a whole different series. Nomen Omen. Not a Nomen Omen. It's whatever it is. But as far as like, oh, you should read it, and then, but it's really, it's just not for everybody. But if you're reading it, it's like a really good investment.
Oh no, that's
Coffin looks Bound. Like it is.
You know, like
that's Coffin Bound. This is Monstrous.
Yeah, that's Monstrous.
Like I want to get into Monstrous, but it looks like it's a big undertaking.
It is an undertaking. I'll give you that. And I have recommended to several people, and 2 of them have both, and like, well, not 2, like a few of them have come back to me saying like they didn't get into it. So like it is it's a well-written series, but I do understand it's not for everyone, unfortunately.
Yeah,
but I enjoy it.
How do I know if it's for me though? Do I have to read it? Like,
I can tell you this. You know what? It takes a lot to convince me to read a series that's like no longer being written, so to speak.
Batgirl.
Yes, I hear you, but that's a big 2 discussion as well. But
it's
like
a Gail Simone discussion too.
Well, yeah, like, as well.
You gotta.
Saga. I was convinced to read Saga, which we know how long has that been sitting out there for? 9 volumes. We're just waiting. He told us. Brian told us. He's like, don't worry, guys. We're still working on it in a social post recently. So there's hope. I'm a Saga believer. I believe Saga's coming back. Yes. The way I was convinced to read it was to open it and look at the first page. Just to look at the first page. And I was like, okay, I got to read this series. And I feverishly bought all 9 volumes. Yeah.
That's the first page?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Why did that make you want to read it though?
I was like,
am I shitting? It feels like I'm shitting.
It's a good intense shot. It's a good intense shot too.
Yeah, I know. This is how an idea becomes real when you're taking a shit. It's true. Like, it's true. Like, come on, are you human? Have you ever sat on the toilet?
Yeah.
Like, we all have. We all know what it's like.
But I was like, wait a second. Why is this the opening page? There's so much to question from that opening page, and that's what made me want to read it.
I just really funny. I just had that to pull out.
Yeah,
I haven't read it. It's on my to read shelf. This is my to be read shelf.
Oh, well,
Pretty big.
I'll tell you this. Saga, I know. Well, this is my to be read section here. Saga is not one that I would have ever gone towards, because I see the massive omnibus volumes sitting on the shelves at the stores. And I would never. But when he finally said, open it and just look at the first page, I was like, okay, I don't really. Holy shit! What? Immediately had to have it, and it was in the $5 trade spin.
God damn it! You know what? I just opened it and saw that for the first time, and I kind of want to read it now too.
But this is how I know a series is for me, when it's an older series, and I'm like, man, I don't want to take my focus away from current stuff. Like, it's hard for me to give my time to older stuff for that reason.
Oh, there's so much good old stuff, especially with Batgirl and Gail Simone. I mean,
I know. I'll tell you this.
I know you would like Birds of Prey. I know you would. Sure. I know you would like Gail Simone's Birds of Prey. It's just, who doesn't like it? I mean, Chuds, but like,
her Birds of Prey and Secret Six series are fantastic.
Yeah, I have mad respect for her, and I follow her. She's retweeted me a couple times, but trust me, I was like, oh my god, Gail's not retweeted.
She retweeted me once for the first time the other day, and I was just over the moon.
Yeah. He screenshotted it and like sent it to me. He's like, this made my day.
Yeah. It did.
She retweeted my selfies.
Yeah, isn't it awesome? They don't understand the power that they wield, but it's a trickle-down effect, because it's just like, we take the time to either say something nice to them about what they're doing, or we're just commenting on the conversation, and then they're just like, you know what? I'm going to take the time to comment on this. And they just gave us like 5 seconds of their day, and it fucking made our day.
The way I feel about it, honestly, especially when we as the fans talk to the creators and you know, tell the creators how much we love what they're doing, and you know, even criticism, like feedback from the fans is really important, because that overall affects the work. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. I feel like if we love the work and we tell the people that are making the work that we love it and to keep doing what they're doing, that's awesome. If somebody told me, if some random stranger told me to keep doing what I'm doing, that would make me feel amazing. Yeah. You know what I mean? Yeah. So we get a better product.
Yes,
in
absolutely.
the end. Everybody
People don't understand how important feedback is, and feedback doesn't mean bad. Feedback comes in all forms, you know, and just a little like, hey, that's really cool, you should keep doing that. It means so much, because like otherwise we're just like shooting a shot. See what sticks.
Immediately, like as soon as somebody like Comic Burrito's in here right now, and I'm really happy about that. Like I'm over the moon about that. Like, oh shit, Comic Burrito is in my stream.
Yeah.
We're very new to YouTube. We just switched over. I'm from Twitch, so like we have like no followers or anything right now. We're starting from scratch.
We'll get you followers.
It's a good reboot.
It's a reboot. That's why I named it the reboot. Yes, it's a reboot.
Oh, I did this earlier. Guess what? The switch lines up just on the other side of the door. Yeah, squish between there and the couch.
So this is really fun. Anything else, Jose? Sorry, we're just kind of. It's good when we get off track, though. It's really good.
I'm just gonna breeze through the next few ones. Like I had to get Batman Black and White.
I got that waiting for me. That variant. I love that variant.
Another Batman one.
Not so
Harley
much.
Quinn one. Yeah.
Trade weight.
Who's writing that one?
That's
I wanted to say Sean Murphy, but it's not.
Katana Collins, who's his wife, if I recall. Yeah.
Yes.
And
yes, Paul. We're all
the only other one I want to highlight is this X-Men Peach Momoko cover.
Yeah,
I got that waiting on me too, because Laura is one of my favorite characters. So
I love Laura.
Aliko, your art is amazing. Keep doing your art, man. Like I love your art. Everything you send me is just
keep it up.
I don't know if you guys know, but me and Aliko are working on a comic together.
Nice.
Nice. Yep.
He's my artist. I'm the writer.
That's great.
Very slowly, very, very, very slowly.
That's okay.
But it doesn't matter. We've made what little progress we've made has like I've been so over the moon about. Like I have characters that I've gotten back, like that he's drawn for me, and it's just like wow, I like wow, this is amazing. So Aliko, always keep doing what you're doing, man. Your art is amazing.
Well,
see you, Comic Rito. Anytime.
See you, Comic Rito. Thanks for stopping by.
Stay out of my dreams.
On the Peach Momoko covers, I wanted to let you know there tends to always be at least one that I see on the Yancey Street auction, reply auction.
Yeah.
On Sunday nights. There's like, I don't know if I saw one this week, but there's almost always been at least one.
You know, those Peach Momoko covers are on eBay for like so much money. Like they go up there. Like that girl's doing some good work.
Her and Jenny Frizen covers, right?
The Jenny Frizen covers are beautiful. There's the Jenny Frizen covers of the Something's Killing the Children that are just fantastic.
Oh my god.
Yeah. On that, I was going to tell you, I found out today. So my shop, I guess he had the Jenny Frizen cover.
I like this one.
Ooh, that's a good one.
That's the Momoko really Deep Beyond one.
That's a good issue too. I like that issue a lot.
I haven't read it yet, so sue me.
Yeah. I love how you're just like whatever, but I own it. Same.
I got a stack of number ones here. I got a stack of indie number ones. I might add, they're all indie comics. Like I got this the other day.
Nice. Okay, that's the second printing. There's a second printing theme. Have you guys noticed it?
Yep.
Second print club. What up?
I love it. But so my shop had one of the Jenny Frizen Something is Killing the Children variant covers. I don't remember which one it was, but apparently it was right before the price skyrocketed. And so selling at cost wasn't crazy to do. Yeah. And that person, whoever bought it at cost, was one lucky person. Yeah. That's but awesome. I looked up on the wall. My shop got in some new Something is Killing the Children variants. I can pull it up on my phone right now and show you if you want. But one of them is one that I have.
Oh, really?
And I guess I'm going to have to check. But I guess the price on eBay is around $75 right now.
Oh my god!
The one he has is not $75. It's because there's a small backside tear.
You know,
from shipping.
You know, it's a really weird thing with comic stores, and I run into this all the time. What comic stores don't really know what they got, and like how much the price is. Like I ran into
speculator stuff.
I ran into this literally. I got I don't know if you guys have been posting stuff from Birds of Prey trade. I got the Gail Simone one. Death of Oracle. I looked that up on eBay, and I cannot find that anywhere less than $50.
Oh no, people
anywhere, and I got it for $10.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean?
See, I want to get my. I'll show you really quick. Oh goodness.
I love when I score stuff like that, though.
Oh yeah,
that was a good get for you, though. But Erin, that was seriously a good get for you. $10 for that book. I mean, like, all her other books are like $50 to $60.
Gail Simone books are up there. Gail Simone books are way up there, especially if they're out of print, like you said. Yeah. And since that Birds of Prey movie came out, anything Birds of Prey is like expensive.
I mean,
Go ahead.
I was gonna say they just re-released like her first couple arcs in one $30 trade.
That's a good steal.
It was $30, but like for some reason, and I think I sent you a picture of this. People are selling that one on eBay for $50, and that just came out last year.
I've encountered. Do you remember when all the death metal stuff was coming out?
Oh yeah.
You know all the death metal one shots. I believe there was one or two of them in there. It was like Dark Knights of the Multiverse or something. That book went from like retail price to like $30, $40 on the first day. That's on my wall.
Is that the one that you were talking about?
Yeah, I think so. There's that one. No, that's not the one.
That's amazing. I love that cover.
This one.
Yes.
Yeah,
I love that one
nice.
too. I want that one so bad. That's the perfect cover. The chainsaw, everything.
I'll have to double check my barcode versus the one at the shop, but let me see if it's the same in my history.
You know how it is, guys.
Yeah.
You know how it is.
Dude, Erica Slaughter. Dibs, 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 dibs. Oh man, there's some. So that's the one on the wall at the shop.
Nice.
I want it.
Okay, here, hold on.
I'm
Let
not
me roll this
paying
back
that
and I'll
for
just...
it, but I want it.
Yeah.
What issue is that?
6.
6. So let me see here. I might have almost had that one. I know I was bidding on a lot of them a couple months ago. Oh, that one's nice too. Oh no, yes. I like all of these.
So this will be going up on the website, and over the weekend I'm gonna get these. This will post up. That's a really good get, Jose. That's a really good get because I'm jealous.
That's a good cover. However, I might have to go on the website and check out those other covers because I've been trying to collect some of those covers too.
Yeah, I'll get them posted. I know it's really hard to see, but I'll get them posted to the website or to the socials soon, along with the, what else do I have? Ooh, I have the updated
the price on that
trade spinner. Yeah. Oh my god, yeah, that is gorgeous.
You see it's an auction too at 870.
Okay, can I tell you though, what's so disappointing about where all that money goes?
Someone's pocket. Doesn't go
not
to
the creatives.
Artists, not the creatives, not the artists, not the company.
Not even a store. Like not even like a local shop.
No, it's not. It's just.
You know what I wonder? I wonder if those auctions, if somebody said 75% of this will go back to the creatives, I'm only keeping 25% of this.
I wonder, okay guys, hear me out on this. I wonder how many of these really expensive variants will like go down in price over the years, like in 5-10 years, you know what I mean?
They go down as soon as it's no longer wanted.
As long as it's not relevant anymore, you know. And what's that gonna be like? I mean, if the series ends, give it like 5-10 years, you know, they'll go down.
I'm checking the rest of my covers right now just to see, because the rest of them are all pretty standard.
There's Peach Momoko covers. Ooh.
Let's see. So, Aliko says something about Dark Knights.
Dark Knights and Death Mode. Holy crap baskets. That story was dense. Yeah, that story was awful. That's all I'm going to say.
Future State? Yeah. Do you guys read Future State?
Yes.
Yes, Future State's awesome.
Yes.
I heard somebody asking while I was taking videos today in the shop. They were like, what's this Future State stuff about? And I tried listening, and I was listening for all of 5 seconds, and I was just like, and I've lost attention.
Oh.
I just have no interest. I tried.
So we had this big line of questions, like this big thing of questions that Jose came up with to ask you, and we haven't gotten to any of this because we've just been hanging out. No, it's fine. It's fine.
This is great fun. So yeah.
But one of these that I do want to ask you is like, and this has all come from Jose. Jose, I would let you ask it, but you don't know which question it is, so I'm gonna ask it.
It's your show. You're the host.
So since you've been working at the comic shop, has your view of the culture, comic culture, geek culture, has it changed at all?
Oh, that's a really good question. I've only been there for a very limited time, but I've always kind of like hung out when I could. In the shop and like chatted with the owner, and I'll say no. It's not been affected yet. However, I am someone that's kind of always learning and like trying to understand reasons behind things. So like just understanding speculator market, you know, and understanding like how a shop can thrive in an industry like this. It's like they're just kind of holding stuff and like, okay, we'll hope you come and get it. And like you got pull list customers that you have to make sure that they, you know, they're like, okay, well, let's make sure, you know, we're on a regular pickup schedule because I'm committing to ordering this for you. So you're committing to picking it up, right? That's a thing. And then plus like everything else on the shelf, making sure it gets its face time, right? But it's hard to do that with long boxes. So my view of like geek culture hasn't changed. It's just all about like how can I take this and present it to the current present day geek culture, which is you got 5 seconds, man, right? Like I was lost after 5 seconds earlier. So it's like so stories trying to capitalize on the social media side of it and sharing all those types of things, making sure that it's like it's here's your information, quick, cool. If you're interested, you know where to go. Seems to I'm trying to cater to current, like just like
so
present day.
Follow-up question. Since you've been in the store and you're gonna be there, I don't know how long you're gonna be working there. You're gonna be working there indefinitely now, right?
I mean, until
as far as you can see, yeah. So are you gonna start reading some of the big two, maybe, so you can help out customers? Or are you gonna get into that? You know, tip your toes in just a little bit.
I don't think that there is enough brain cells for me to accommodate reading big two because it requires a lot of energy, a lot of focus, and I'm already struggling with my indie reads. So I wish I could say, yes, I know I need to, but at the same time, everybody in the shop kind of has their specialty. And I think that that's what's really important to having a good, well-rounded, like comic book.
Oh yeah, definitely. Like my comic shop has one guy in there and he doesn't know anything about anything. Unless it's like John Byrne X-Men from like the 80s. Like John he doesn't know anything.
No, I mean, granted, it is hard to like stay current with how much comes out, even especially on your current present day lists. You know, you're just like, this is what I like to read.
So much.
Yeah. So I can't imagine like how much pressure is on an actual shop owner. But Comic Burrito shared their stores like share earlier. Comic Signal is where they go. And the guy posted about how it was like in the beginning. And it was like, my collection grew to 50,000 comics. Now that's his collection. Whether he read most of those is the other side of it. So did he turn that and flip that into his store? So now people are coming in and expecting him to answer questions on all of those comics, right? Did he read them all? I don't know. But it seems like he's doing well. So.
Probably not. I will say most in my experience, most comic enthusiasts, along with video game enthusiasts, any enthusiast of like a certain thing will purchase a lot, but not like experience the media. You know what I mean? Like I have so many, like I used to be super into video games on like PC gaming and stuff. I have so many, I have like 600 games that I've never played.
Yeah.
I just have them. Same with comics. I have a lot of comics that I've bought and they've just been added to the to read pile. You know what I mean?
Same here. And like, I know we talked about this way earlier, but I love variant covers. So that's like a thing I like to collect is variant covers, as you can see. Yeah.
I don't like variants unless, well, I have been digging these character, like these character design variants. I have been digging those a lot, but like typically I either pick one, A or B. You know what I mean? I don't get both. I'll never get both.
I would pick if the variant cover, if it's a series I'm not reading and I like the variant cover, I'll get the variant cover. And mainly because I like to display my comics on my wall or on my bookshelf. So it's because it looks pretty. That's what I like. It is art, It should be displayed.
I have like 43 comics in my bedroom wall.
Yeah.
I counted them the other night. But like I'm about to move soon. When I get to my new place, I'm not gonna go quite as much like that. I want to get my comics like framed, like my good variants that I actually like. I want to get them framed and like put them up and display like the stuff that I just love,
This is my bin of signed ones to be framed. Like
nice.
To be,
I have one back here from Rodney.
Oh, the first one is from Rodney.
Rodney's cool. I like him. Yeah. I recently just watched the Boondocks. all 4 seasons of the Boondocks, and I really like the episodes he wrote. I could see a lot of his writing coming through, and I'm like, yeah, he has like a certain style, and I'm like, you know what, I love like how he tells a story. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah,
really cool guy.
I've got a nice collection of signed ones too that I like to display every now and then.
Yeah. I think that's what I really like about what's behind both of you guys is that they're on display. Like I open this cabinet, otherwise it's just black on the outside. And what's up here is what you can see. And it's a small little display up there. Like I made dice, a couple little you can see a Jar Jar thing up there. That's a Morton Salt Jar Jar Binks. But like I don't have mine on display for reasons because cats, but your organization behind you, Jose, and yours behind you, Erin, just your these are your selects, right? But Jose, yours, you can switch yours up. You know?
I got Mania in New York. I can put that one there. Yeah, I can.
I switch mine up all the time.
Oh yeah,
and
especially these
really
two
nice.
back here. I had a Spider-Woman statue not too long ago over here.
That's awesome.
That's like my variant wall right now.
Yeah, that's what I want. That's what I want to do with mine.
Yeah.
He's inspiring me. And he's sending me the 104 too. So like that's gonna start me off,
No, that's yours. That's yours.
I'm so happy about that. I'm so happy about that, guys. I don't know if you guys have ever seen my Batgirl statue. I wonder if I can move.
I've got
awesome.
That is a cool statue.
I have more. I have a bunch of more books.
Do you guys know about Hot Toys? What are?
Oh yeah, I know about Hot Toys. They're expensive.
We have them. We just got them at the shop, and apparently, people are crazy for them.
Those things run about $200 to $500, sometimes even more.
Yep.
Yeah, those. Yep. There's a Batgirl one coming out from them soon, right?
I can find out.
Yeah, I know there's a Batgirl coming out soon that I had my eye on, but it's like $250.
Erin's lost on the internet now.
Yeah.
Hot Toys Batgirl. Gimme.
But
we got so I looked up. I was meeting with
sorry guys,
Holly.
I was just trying to center my camera here. I'm OCD.
I was meeting with Holly to discuss about helping with the eBay stuff, and I'm learning how to help with the eBay listings for the shops. They because he buys collections, so I'm going to start with the Hero Clicks collections. That'll be interesting. They'll just like mind-numbing do eBay listings, which is fine. I'm good at that. But I looked up when I came out of the shop and I was like, what are those up there? And they were all these like fancy, like nice boxes, but really high up. And I didn't even bother reading the sign that said Hot Toys, prices marked. And Holly's like, well, those are the Hot Toys. I was like, oh, there's a sign. And there's like 200, 250.
Yeah.
Like,
woo! There's some hot toys.
But the detail, I guess, like, Jose, sell me on the details on these things. I didn't see them up close. Have you seen them up close?
I've only as close as I've seen them was at my comic shop because they would have some on display on the top as well. I don't own one because it's too rich for my blood.
Yeah.
But because I just have like some statue figurines. I've got a lot of Harley and Batgirl ones.
I got 3 Wonder Woman here. Those are props though.
I've got a couple pops too, but like the Hot Toys, but like it's like you're able to move them, but it's like I don't know how I could justify as much as I want them. I don't know if I could ever justify them because I would want to play with them, but they're probably not meant to be played with. Because you can move them in any position. Like the cake material is supposed to feel real. The hair is supposed to be like a doll hair, you know. But,
maybe it's meant to be able to just like actually set up your figurines in a scene and just leave it, and like that's your display. Rather than the figurines just being stuck in one position. Like, I really think about it, though. It's like, you want to play with them, but you can't. But it'd be cool if they did something more than just like
stand there, you can have them, grapple
hero
somewhere.
pose.
Yeah.
You know why I only have like the cheapest statues and like the just only pops? Because they're easy to replace. If Bugman jumps up here and decides he wants to send Wonder Woman to the other side of the room, I could probably replace her. She's like $10,
Well, behind me here, I have one Pop Funko. It stays in the case here because it's a custom art, like Dwight one. that was sent to me from Oregon.
That's cool.
That's the good one.
Yeah, he's a custom Recyclops white. So he stays in here. But otherwise, I can't have really nice things like that. You're right, Erin. Cats, man.
That's why, listen, my room, I know I have stuff displayed and I have very minimum, like this shelf and maybe there's some over there. Very minimum.
Yeah.
But I don't really let the rambunctious cats in here unsupervised.
Yeah.
Because they are insane. But J-Man, the black cat I have, he doesn't mess with anything. He doesn't care about anything but sleep.
Our cat Gracie thankfully doesn't climb a lot. Well, she'll climb on the bed, she'll climb on the couch and stuff like that, but she doesn't like going on tables or bookcases. It's my bird. It's my bird because I have my bird out all the time when we're home.
Was it like knock anything over? Like
when she flies, she'll fly, and her landing is not the most graceful. She kind of just like half crash land is like and takes everything down with her. So
coming in,
like if she goes into our library, like because it's my comic stuff and it's also our regular book stuff too. So it's like a bunch of other stuff in here. Like if she ever comes in here, it'll be chaos.
Oh my god, I want to get a bird like yours, but I know Pants will kill it. Pants is a little murder boy. I know he will. I've seen him do very nasty things to mice. He loves to kill things. You know silverfish, the big silverfish?
Oh, yeah.
Every now and then we'll get a really big silverfish, and I'll see him take off with it in his mouth. He loves to murder little things.
I was curious what other questions you had for me. It was so interesting. You wrote a list of questions.
Yeah, we came prepared. So
you came to play.
Jose, do you want to ask one? I'll let you ask one. That sounds fair.
Let's see.
I got my burrito blanket.
Aw, I need to get a comic burrito shirt.
Here's
yeah, you do.
Here's a nice good one. We were talking about you're not too big into the big two. You're more of an indie girl. What are your usually go-to recommendations for like new readers? That ought to be an interesting.
I actually try to figure out like what it is they currently prefer. So like for example, today, and I don't know if you guys saw my post from the shop about so Fridays, the owner gave me freedom to do an independent spotlight post, and I got really excited. Like I didn't ask about that. He was like, "Why don't you do that on Fridays?" I was like, "Oh my god, that's so exciting!" So today I did one, but it was did you know that the author of these two mind-blowing books from Image and Boom, so it was Department of Truth and Something is Killing the Children, were written by the author of Batman? Or also writes Batman, like the same author that writes these also writes Batman, and like doing it in reverse like that, I think is really interesting, and it kind of like makes people like, wait, what did I just look at? What Batman? What?
You know the guy that writes your favorite comic? Well, he also writes some other stuff too that might be interested in.
Really good stuff.
The Woods. Oh,
there you go. See, it's just like, hey, Chaos is here. Chaos got let out of his cage. He's not in his. Well, no, he probably is in his garage. I was kind of going for a Chaos feel with this, like you know how Chaos does his videos, and he's like, "Hey guys, I'm in my garage. I'm in my garage reading comics." Like,
I used to hang out in a garage back in the day. I used to have the garage. I used to go out into the garage and sit out there with my bong and just kind of like hang out with everybody in the garage. Now I'm a very different person now, and I like to, sit in my room and do normal people things. Hey, I wanted to ask you, Jose, since I just saw, what do you know about this? I don't know anything about this. What do you know about this?
I actually have that signed by Amanda Collin, Jimmy Palmiotti. It is a spinoff of their series. When they took over Harley Quinn during the New 52, they would come up with these side characters or side quests, and they would do like spin-off series, mini-series off them. The first one was Harley Quinn and Power Girl. There's a panel in which Harley Quinn and Power Girl go into this dimension. Go into this dimension by accident, and they come back in the next panel, and then they have this like 5-6 issue miniseries about what they did in that dimension. For the one you have, at some point, she wanted to do like a hero business, so she created a gang of Harleys, like like a heroes for hire thing. So
that makes sense. So I ordered. I'm trying to finish all my Batgirl collection. Okay, I'm trying to own every Batgirl run because I am Batgirl. So like. Apparently I'm Batgirl now, so I'm trying to collect. She's my favorite character. I don't know if you realized Batgirl is my favorite character. I know I got a Captain Marvel shirt on right now.
Give me just 1 second. Hold on. I'm just gonna mute. Okay, I'm still here. Just give me a second, guys. Sorry. Keep talking.
Okay, no, you're fine.
Yeah.
So like I ordered. I think the only volume I was missing was volume 2, Nightfall.
Mm-hmm.
And I had ordered it. It like made like $10 on eBay from somebody, and it was taking like a really long time, or they had forgot. The person sent me a message and said it like slipped under their car seat or something. So they were like, "It's taking a really long time to ship it, so I'm gonna send you something extra with it." And I was like, "Don't even worry about it. Like I don't even care. Like it'll get here when it get here." And that's what she sent.
That's pretty cool because it is a fun series. Like it is fun. And you can read that like without reading the rest of that Harley Quinn run too. So
that's good. That's good. I enjoy stuff. I enjoy Harley. Oh, there she is.
There she is.
Batgirl.
Like I totally came by just to see Erin. What's up? I'm Batgirl.
What's up? Where's your red hair at? You look more like Selena.
I know. I totally have to do like celebrity look when I go out. So like it's gotta stay under really quick. It's like hard to get my red hair back all under there still. So it's a celebrity look right now. I might have been partying tonight.
She just forgot the red wig because I think it was in the Bronze Age. She had a red wig that she would put on when it.
Did she? Did she ever have black hair? I don't know.
I don't think it was black, but she always had like darker hair.
It's totally me.
Yeah.
You guys, it's totally. I mean, I can buy. I mean, I'm trying to think. Is it spoiler? Yeah.
No, Cassandra Crane. She's a Batgirl with black hair.
Yeah, she is.
Yeah.
See, I told you, I'm totally Batgirl.
Okay, so in all seriousness though, where'd you get that at? You don't like the big two.
This is my costume.
She's Batgirl.
Okay, she's Batgirl now, I guess.
Like, how am I gonna save superheroes and then like be normal and be able to go to the grocery store the next day? Like, otherwise people will be like, "Oh my God, there's Batgirl. She's trying to buy her apples." Like,
she reminds me of the Batgirl Burnside, that just wants to go out and take selfies and like party it up, and you know what I'm talking about, Jose.
Oh yeah,
but I'm not superheroing. Yeah,
I'm gonna call Dina on you.
Dina,
oh yeah, I'm gonna call your best friend on you.
Oh yeah, no, because I call her that bitch instead. So I forgot her name. Anyways, I gotta go do superhero things. It was great hanging out.
So, bye, Batgirl.
Bye.
Oh boy, I wasn't expecting that. That's fun. This has been a fun show.
It is. So how far are you into the Batgirl series?
Oh boy, you don't even want to know. I read the Batgirl. I read the Cameron Stewart and Babs Tarr run. Yeah. Brandon Fletcher, sorry, I always forget him. Cameron Stewart, Brandon Fletcher, and the Babs Tarr run. I read that, and it wasn't like the best thing I've read, honestly.
It's problematic. It's got some problems, yeah.
It has the first transgender wedding in comic books. That's pretty cool. I didn't even realize it until it was like, until I read it. I didn't know Alicia was trans.
That was
That's a big reveal in the New 52 books I've heard, and now I spoiled it for myself because I read that.
Do you want to hear something really interesting? And this will kind of make you hate DC a little bit. Gail Simone wanted to make Elisa Batgirl, and she would have been the first trans girl to be Batgirl.
I would have loved that. I like her too. And I think there's an issue where she goes to try to save her fiance, and she like just throws herself in danger, like to save her. Like it was super gay, and it was just one of the good moments of that run. The thing I was most interested in about that run though is Gordon being Batman.
Oh yeah,
I wanted that he's in like an Iron Man Batman suit.
Have you read the Scott Snyder run?
No, I haven't. I don't. That came out of nowhere. He's like had to like shave his like face and everything, and he looks so weird. And it's just
he looks weird without.
Why? Okay, happened? So explain to me why he is Batman and like why that's the stupidest decision I've ever heard. Like I don't know. It's just so weird.
At some point during the Scott Snyder run, Joker and Batman got into one of the many battles, and both of them had died. So and they tried making it permanent. So in the Scott Snyder Batman run, it was like the GCB, the Gotham Police Department was like, well, he's not supposed to exist, but we should have a Batman. And then like another offshoot police company, not the Gotham Police, say, hey, we're gonna do this Batman thing. Would you like to be Batman, Jim Gordon? And he's like, sure. So they gave him like this tactical uniform and that suit. And that's where Mr. Bloom comes in and all that. But yeah, he was Batman for a good 12, 14 issues, I want to say.
This is why I can't read.
This is why.
Yes, this is exactly right, Aliko. Commissioner Gordon without the mustache. It even creeps out Babs. She's like, "What is going on?" And she knows what's going on. She knows that her dad is Batman, but she can't tell him that. And she's just like, "You look creepy without your mustache."
He's so creepy.
She says that right to her dad. It's just so funny. I love Babs so much.
That's like, it's like the trademark of Gordon. If Gordon had his own bat
and the coat, the coat. He's always got the long tan overcoat,
glasses, and a coat. Yeah.
You know what they should have done is he should have just kept putting on a fake one, but like it was a different one every time. Like that's what they should have drawn in. Is he like to accommodate the people that need to see him with his stash? Is like he puts a fake one on.
I don't know. It's just there weren't. I think there was like one little crossover where Gordon came and talked to Babs, and like it mentioned all of that was going on, and I was just like, I'm like, this is a couple years ago in the main books, and I have no idea what was happening in the main Batman continuity at that point. It's just like Nat says, it's a lot. If you're like not interested in it, like if it's not like your favorite thing, it's really hard to get into. It's really hard.
It's not good for a jumping on point. It's a bad jumping on point.
I would.
Yeah. I mean, those will be my hard questions to answer when I'm in the shop. Like, hey, what's a good jumping on point for this series? Like, I can answer that for one series that I do not read, and that is TMNT. And I believe the Burrito guys said issue 100 is a good jumping on point.
The Burrito Boys?
Yeah, the Burrito Boys.
Oh, they gang
might have been that. It might have been Poser. It might have been Poser. Yeah, it was Poser because the boys don't read TMNT.
These boys ganged up on me. I was at my comic book store in my dream, and they ganged up on me and just like beat the shit out of me. Like literally, like the comic Burrito Boys like handicapped me in my comic book store.
That's horrible.
And I woke up and I was like sweating. I was like, oh my God, what happened? Like, oh shit. Like, it was very traumatizing.
Had I known Erin, I would have come out and like beat him up with my cane and thrown guac at them.
What's going on in my subconscious where I think the Burrito Boys are like violent?
That's weird.
They're like the most non-violent guys like you ever meet. Like they just hang out and talk about comic books. Like
I feel real bad because I have a burrito waiting for me.
Yeah,
you do have a burrito waiting for you. Yeah,
I don't trust it. So it's a very evil burrito now.
So we reached our hour here on Erin's Comic Room, and we're probably going to be wrapping up here soon. So is there anything else you want to talk about now? I'll give you the floor. You can.
Oh, goodness.
Oh,
there was one thing I wanted to give you guys a heads up on. I haven't put together the share on it for social, but talked to the owner, and we are going to, you know how we do the reply auctions on Sunday? It's over on Facebook, and it's starts on Sunday night, and then it ends on Tuesday night.
On the events page, right? Yeah.
I'm sorry?
It's on the events page, right?
Events, yeah. Sorry. I heard offense, and I was like, why would it be
I'm sorry.
So you've got offense and offense as well, is what I'm just like, what? Anyways, yeah, he always creates an event for it, and I will be sharing the event link on the socials. Yes, that's the one, Erin. Thank you. What we're going to be doing occasionally, it'll probably be on a regular schedule. We haven't decided like if it'll be like the first or the last Sunday of each month, but instead of a replay auction, and also various times throughout the month, we are going to do claim sales. And
nice.
I'm gonna be all up in those long boxes and the clearance bins. He's got $5 trade bins, and so we'll be doing those as well. Thank you, Erin. Thank you. But yeah, so I've got to put that together. In the next couple weeks, I'm gonna be putting up a poll first because we really want to know what you guys want to see in the claim sale. And it'll like.
I really love claim sales.
Yeah,
I really love claim sales.
Yeah, me too. That's why I was smiling, but I was just trying to find the search bar on the Twitter. I never use Twitter on my computer, so like.
So I've never hosted a claim sale. I've never actually seen one either. What kind of tips? That's what I want to see on the socials, or you can just send it to me. But if you want to tell me like, what's the number one thing you want out of a claim sale, like when you're going into it, or do they just sit there and they're just like, here's your books, if you want them, claim them, or do they like engage with you?
Some of them engage. I've seen some where they engage, like someone has a question, they'll start engaging. Sometimes they like to talk if they know the issue, if they've read the issue and they like it, they'll actually talk about why it's a good issue.
Okay.
The unfortunate thing is some of the claim sales I've watched do tend to be for people that collect comics just for the price rather than the love of comics or content.
That's a real shame. That's a
shame. But like so they kind of up the price a little bit, which is unfortunate.
Yeah. I got something to say.
Yeah, but yeah, I mean, I grind my teeth whenever I see people do that. Like, oh, it's a good book. Don't buy it for their value.
I got something to say that's a little relevant, not to your claim, Sarah, but to people not loving comics. And I was talking about this the other day. Comic-Con. Go to Comic-Con, New York or San Diego. There's a section. There's like a whole big like vendor section of like comic book stores with just nothing but long boxes to your heart's desire. Okay, and the one thing I noticed about Comic-Con in that section, that's the least occupied section in the entire Comic-Con is the actual comic books.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Like, and it's just really sad that comic books aren't about the love of comic books anymore.
So
I don't know what I'm saying.
I agree with you. I agree. What if it's, I mean, I want to see my comic shops socials engaging with the people that either wish they could shop there, that that participate in the replay auctions, that participate in the claim sales, or that just like, you know what, that's really cool. I like following a comic book shop. I want to see them want to engage beyond just like, can you add this to my polls? It would be nice to like have conversations around like, what are some healthy comic book collecting habits? Like,
that'd be awesome. Yeah.
Yeah, or like storage habits, like what you have going on behind you versus what I have going on behind me. Versus
don't do this. Don't do this.
Yeah. So Mylar bags versus like just we're going to have nuggets of all that. But the point is, if all of that continues to build a good, just engagement with our patrons and our customers and our friends, really, because we're all comic book friends, right?
Oh, yeah.
Like, if all of that continues to build, then when we do go to like Tampa Comic-Con, which I hear is amazing and I've never gone, so I'm really excited that when it does come back, I get to go. But that when we do go to that hopefully we'll see some more foot traffic instead of nothing.
Maybe one day when the world is normal again.
Yeah.
Maybe one day when all this is over.
Yeah.
And we can meet up with each other and actually embrace.
Yes. Y'all are always invited
and share the same smoke.
Yeah.
and actually breathe the same air. And Florida isn't a contaminated hellhole.
Yeah, we do that here.
We will come visit you. I want to go to Florida. I'll come visit you.
Yeah.
I'll hop on a plane. I don't care.
I mean, when things are safe, totally. I cannot wait
I'll bring
for
Jose.
I'm envisioning like the Burrito Boys, Hoser, you guys.
We just have a whole just like a whole big ass comic party, and the Burrito Boys can really like kick my ass.
Nah. Here's the thing. I don't think their livers, no one's liver is gonna survive Tampa. Okay. That's the other side of it. So just saying. I mean, y'all saw how the Super Bowl was. And Tom Brady was not prepared for that celebration. He doesn't understand boat parades. That's not how you handle boat parade.
So I don't. You know a little bit about Philly. You watched Always Sunny, and I've heard that's a pretty good accurate represent because all those guys are Philly guys. They're all from Philly. It's filmed in Philly. Like a lot of I watched the first and second season, so I've noticed a lot of the filming's on like South Street and everything. So you know what we like here. Yeah, We're crazy.
Well, you know, when you guys won the Super Bowl, they filmed at the Super Bowl for that episode.
I couldn't even sleep that night.
Yeah.
Literally, I saw somebody get carjacked on Tuesday. Somebody, I heard somebody screaming, and then somebody be like, "Yo, he's got a gun!" And then like I saw the dude like pull the guy out of the car and got in and tore ass out of there.
Wow.
And I was just
I've only seen a guy get like jumped for his shoes.
It's Philly. Yo, you get jumped for anything in Philly.
Well, I mean, that was in Tampa as well.
A block up the street 2 nights ago, there was 47 shots fired.
Jeez.
Yeah, well, it sounded like so I live like right next to the train tracks, and it's an elevated train track, right? It's the L. So like all the shots were coming from under the L, so they were just echoing through the entire like portion of the city, and it sounded like thunder.
Jeez.
Well, bangarang, Alico's out. Florida will kill him.
Yep.
I've never been to Florida. Florida's one of those states I've never been to. I've been all the way down to Alabama and Georgia, but never even stepped foot in Florida.
Florida will change you.
I've been to Florida once when I was like 8.
I like changing.
Really? Where'd you go? Do you remember?
I think it was like Universal and Disney World. Orlando.
Standard. Yeah. Standard tourist trip. Yeah.
Standard tourist trip. Yeah.
I almost went to school in Fort Lauderdale.
Really? Oh, that would have been an experience.
I decided not to because like right when I was doing emissions and everything, there was like a huge hurricane down there, and I was just like, you know what, I'm not going to deal with this every year.
Yeah, no, it's only for a few months out of the year. Hurricane season ends on November 30th,
That's
which is
the
my
trade-off.
birthday.
That's the trade-off. You don't get snow, but you get hurricanes.
I mean,
that's the trade-off. I mean, we get snow.
You get hurricane parties.
We've been riddled with. Me and Jose have been just pounded with snow for like the past 2 weeks.
God damn! It keeps
like he's even worse. He's in Chicago. That's even more north. Like
it's gonna snow again this week, and like this week coming up, I heard.
Yeah, it's gonna snow again.
But at least you can like put your vodka bottle out in the snow, and it'll chill it like real fast, right?
That is true. Yes, that is true.
Yeah, but you have to. You see the thing you Florida people don't understand.
Okay, no, explain it to me. I don't get it.
The thing you Florida people don't understand, and I talk to I have a lot of friends from Florida. Okay, it seems like everybody cool is from Florida, and everybody not cool is also from Florida.
But what do I not understand?
About snow, when the snow comes down, you still have to kind of go do your normal thing. Like you can't just hunker down. You still have to go to work and go to the store and do things. There are no snow days in Philly either. Like
no snow days in Chicago.
You just have to deal with it, you know?
Clearly, I don't.
And then you have to deal with the people who don't like shoveling or salting their pavement. So you always
and then you have to deal with the people that don't know how to drive and wreck into everything. And then you get it's just. Look,
and Chicago does not plow their streets at all. So
Philly will plow your car in. If you don't move your car out of the way, they will plow your car in.
So like
then you ain't going anywhere for the next week and a half.
I don't understand when you mean plow it in. Like I see snow on a car and it doesn't look like it's that much. Like you can't just like get to your door, turn it on, and like it melts away because you turned your car on.
No.
That's
not how it works.
No. That's way too much. That's way too much.
You have to get like a big brush and like clear off all of the snow and your
Hair
roof
dryer.
too. Because
Get a hair
if you're,
dryer.
I don't know if you've ever done this, Jose, but if you're driving down the road and you have snow on the roof and you go to stop, woof.
You have to do the whole car. You have to do the whole car. But Erin, can I ask you a question?
It's a hair dryer. I would literally stand out there with a hair dryer. I do not lie.
I don't think it would work, hon.
Aaron,
it's so cold. It's so cold. It's so cold.
Does Philly practice dibs?
We're not supposed to.
Because Chicago, that is like a thing that we have to do. It's like because when you shovel out your parking space, it's backbreaking. It's a lot of work. So I understand why people put like long chairs and stuff like that to save your parking space.
Oh yeah, they'll fine you here if they'll write you a ticket. And if they coming back to snowing in a car. Okay, so when the plow is plowing the snow on the road, all the snow goes to the side of the road. So you'll have like 4 or 5 feet of snow blocking your driver's side door.
That's
a lot of snow.
It's a lot of snow. And it gets heavy too. It gets heavy after a while.
Oh yeah. Have you ever? I take it you've never plowed a driveway or like that's an event. You know, we used to go out. You know, my mom, my dad, me, my brother. We used to like all go out and just like start shoveling. Like as soon as it like 3 or 4 inches down, we just start shoveling.
Maybe that's why people up north have like a lot of kids just to shovel snow.
Yeah,
is that a thing?
Yeah, it's basically, yeah.
So, remember,
need someone to shovel.
I don't know about Chicago, but like it was like 2015 or 2016. It was one of those years, but we got like 4 feet of snow, and it literally shut everything down for like a week.
We didn't. I mean, stuff in snow rarely shuts down anything in Chicago. What we did shut down for once a couple years ago was I think they call it the polar vortex, where it was like freezing. It was like -20 wind chill. That people shut down. That we got shut down for because it was just way too cold to go outside. People were throwing water outside, getting stabbed with their own icicles.
We do dibs. Bangarang does dibs. Yo, if we do dibs here, you either actually somebody got shot last week for doing dibs. Somebody did dibs with a lawn chair and actually got shot. It was some old guy. I mean, he didn't want to shovel out his spot again, so somebody came along and shot him, and now he's dead. Like that's Philly. That's
to shovel it again.
That's Philly for you. You don't want to do anything to piss anybody off, or you might end up dead.
Okay, there's one account on Instagram I will suggest that you follow if you would like an insider look at Tampa.
Oh boy,
it's Real Tampa.
Real Tampa. That's all it is.
I'm gonna double check it right now. It's Real Tampa. There's also, I believe, Real Florida, but they have it spelled funny. Well, let me just. Yeah, Real Tampa. No hyphens, no underscores, nothing. His stories is where most of it shows up at.
Got it.
Yeah. That'll give you an insider. Yeah, that's where I found all the Tom Brady stuff well before it was posted out virally.
You guys have a lot of gross senators and stuff down there too.
Oh yeah, they're awful.
Well, what's his name? What's his name is from down there? Rubio. That's who it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys got Rubio. He's always down there talking about stuff and lying his face off and trying to think he can run for president.
I mean, we also have Mar-a-Lago. You know.
Oh yeah, so. Yeah. You got okay, so one more thing I want to talk about. Have you guys seen What We Do in the Shadows?
Yes.
So, okay, so there's a point in that where there's a child vampire, and there's a joke in there that the child vampire is in Florida hunting pedophiles.
Yeah.
it was just you don't need to watch the show to get the joke, but I thought that was just really funny. Good show though. Watch it. That's an amazing show.
Yeah. I like that.
Good Place. So the character on the show, The Good Place, Jason, he is from Jacksonville, Florida. on the show, and he makes so many just like crazy Florida references. They track.
Did you ever see Evil Dead?
No.
Bruce Campbell, Ash versus Evil Dead. He's like, I just want to retire and go somewhere safe and nice, like Jacksonville. And that's like his whole life goal is to make it to Jacksonville.
Wait, I saw an alligator the other day driving back from the dispensary.
That's cool.
That's cool.
Yeah, he was just hanging out by a retention pond in a business park. He was like 5 feet long.
That's awesome. I like alligators. I like that.
I've never seen an alligator in real life. I used to watch a YouTuber, Ross Creations. I don't know if you're familiar with him. He was a prank YouTuber. He was one of those Florida boys.
Oh God.
Yeah. Shit gets crazy down there. I've seen a lot of crazy people from Florida, but I guess you get crazy people everywhere. I guess. I mean, I'm telling you all this crazy stuff in Philly, like. People will shoot you dead up here for just looking at it.
It's a different degree of crazy in some different places. That's all.
It's a lot of violent here.
Yeah.
Especially this time of year. I mean, we've been locked up for a year now, and it's
locked
cold.
up. You're frozen. You're short-tempered now. Yeah. You should make cookies.
How's Chicago with the gun violence?
I mean, I've seen some shootings growing up. I actually got a little concerned once because my wife and I, when we were selling our condo last year, like a few days before we were supposed to close, there was a shooting in our park. And we were afraid if that ever got out, they would, back out of the sale. And we really hated that place. But I actually lived down the street. The building I lived in, I always got into a fight with this one guy. His name was Joe. And he had these 2 prostitutes live with him. And they kept stealing our shit. And I got more upset at that than anything, because I got, and it's not even like expensive stuff. It was just like comic book bags and boards, which just disappeared.
Yeah, my downstairs neighbor just got robbed. They had left their blinds open downstairs, and somebody hopped in the window and stole all their consoles.
But
and just like that, don't do any. Just when you live in the city, especially if you live in the hood. If you think something will happen, it probably will.
Like going back to Chicago, like everyone says Chicago is like this really like violent place, a lot of shootings. True, but it's only in certain areas that like where the shootings are high. I mean, there's shootings all over, but the ones that people talk about all the time are in only a couple areas. And unfortunately, a lot of areas are just like not as looked after as they should be. For corrupt racist reasons, which is, a huge problem Chicago's always had.
Well, sometimes it's also a per capita thing. Like, as I can tell you, St. Petersburg, Clearwater, has some of the highest car theft. And I'm like teenage car theft, young adult car theft, car theft. But there are kids joyriding all the time in stolen vehicles over there. And it is just a high. For some reason, that's the thing that happens there.
My brother got his car stolen in high school. This is a fun story. He got his Buick stolen in high school. And he filed a report and everything. Like a month later, it was found. What happened was the person who stole it, just stole it to joyride, got into an accident, and found my brother's insurance in the glove compartment. Says I have to run. He gave my brother's insurance to the people he crashed into.
Wow.
So I mean,
so that just happened.
I always found it funny.
Tracing back, and I want to be very brief because I want to finish up here in a couple minutes.
You're hungry.
I'm really hungry, and if I get hungry, I'll get hangry.
Yeah, no, I'm on the
you guys don't want to see that at all. No. But my car just got demolished on the side of my street. I don't know if you guys remember that a couple months ago, but this dude just I ran out there. I was like, my car, out! And this dude he threatened to shoot me and then drove away.
That's fucking insane.
And nothing ever came of it. He didn't. I took a picture of his plates and from my insurance company and stuff. And apparently his car was registered in Maine in 2009 the last time and didn't have any insurance on it at all. Nobody in Philly has insurance, apparently. Apparently it's a really big problem that nobody drives with insurance in Philly.
Wow.
Wow.
So I got a new car though. It's all good. I got a 19 Tucson, so
Nice.
we're all gay.
Yeah,
We're all gay.
In waves, yes.
In many ways.
Oh, quickly, did you see on Twitter the other day pansexual was trending and I got really excited and then I was like, maybe this will start great conversations. Haven't seen any conversations since. But at least it trended for just a moment.
Just a moment. I saw that some trans things were trending yesterday.
Yeah.
I always hope it's for good, you know.
I don't
really
keep.
do.
You see, I don't look
no.
because I never know if it's going to be good or bad. Because like,
Yeah.
whenever you see like anything with anything to do with transgender people, first of all, don't go to the comments because you will find transphobia. Like it's just almost a given. And me as a trans person, I subconsciously look for it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I'll be interested, like, oh, what are people saying about, trans people? And then, I'll be scrolling for a minute or two and then boom, I'm depressed.
Yeah.
Like, so that's a big role, like anything.
No doom scrolling allowed.
No comment scrolling. I don't have Facebook anymore for that reason. If you want to see some transphobia, homophobia, Facebook, those 75 million Trumpers, that's where they are.
Well, actually, you know what? To that point, for the comic shop, and I'll bring it back, and then we can tie this up with a nice little bow. I want to try. I know that we do the replay auction on Facebook, and if you're not on Facebook, then you miss it on the replay auction. So, what I want to do is try and run some of those, either the claim sales and other such auction things on Instagram or Twitter, doing a live thing instead. So we'll see what kind of shakes out. It'll most likely be claim sales.
I have you, what's the thing you do when you want to see what people post? Notifications. I have notifications turned on for you. You're one of the very few people that I have notifications turned on. I have like 5 or 6 people I have notifications turned on for, but you're one of those people. So if you do a live stream and I'm awake, which is very rarely, recently it's been very rarely. If I'm awake, I'll see it and most likely join. I think I've joined a few of them before.
I would suggest following the shop, setting the notification, because it'll be those kind of things would be for the shop. But I would of course promo on my page as well.
Yeah. Okay,
so,
cool. Cool.
But I want to make sure we cater to more than just Facebook people, because I honestly, personally, am not on Facebook a lot myself anymore. I do it just mainly for the shop, and then of course my Malda Debarkment support group. So
Facebook is bad.
It's rough, man. I do not enjoy it.
Yeah, I have Messenger, and that's it. And I only have Messenger to talk to my comic store.
One good reason. That's it.
So yeah, this has been fun. So
that's the bow.
Next week, I just want to announce next week we are having, I don't know if you're reading Scout's Honor, Aftershock Comics. David Pepose, the writer, he will be on with us next week to talk about his
it's really exciting.
Scout's Honor, I guess. It's really exciting. It's our like first big creative. That's why we had all the questions and stuff. We were gonna warm up on you.
Yeah, you guys are great. You do fantastic. I'll tell you this. What has been difficult to watch in some creator interviews I've seen on not naming anything, when there's no interaction after a response has been given, like that builds on the response. You guys did a great job. You did.
Cool.
It's just like it was a conversation. It was fun. It was fantastic. So don't even worry about next week.
Cool.
So much fun.
I know we said we were going to do it like it was going to be an hour, but we went over.
Yeah, I didn't.
We
die,
went over.
So, yeah.
All right. Well, that should be it then. If I'll give Jose. Do you have anything to say?
Not at the moment. Hope everyone has a good weekend. Enjoy. Keep reading comics. They're life.
Yes.
All right.
Read all the comic books.
Yep. And if you're interested in following Nat, if you're watching this now or later, this will be on YouTube. Right down there is her link to her.
I'm gonna lick it.
And her comic book shop she's talked about the whole time. Right here.
Yancey Street South. There are 2 Yancey Street comics in Florida. We are the Yancey Street South location.
South.
Yeah.
All right, guys.
I mean, they're sister stores.
So. All right, guys. It's been a blast. I'm going to end the broadcast.
All right. See you guys later.
Bye.